Oh, hi everyone. This is phila, and this is my garden. Just kind of want to fill you guys in on a little project I'm working on. I'm calling it Sustainability January. And my goal is to, over the month of January, only consume what I produce in this garden. As everybody knows, I'm a big fan of juicing, and I've been doing it every day for a couple of years, and now I've decided to go ahead and grow all my own veggies and see how long I could live off of just eating what I produce in my own yard. So as you see here, I've got tons of tons of kale growing, cauliflowers over there, and a lot of other stuff. And I don't know if you can see here, but my poor green peppers really died, and just everything just totally went bad since we had that frost here in California, Southern California, which is really rare for us to have any frost like that. Anyways, my whole idea is I'm going to be able to use kale. You see, I can't see back there, but there's 3 different kinds of kale that I'm going to be using. And I also have behind me parsley, both Italian and regular leaf parsley, as well as a ton of spinach. I'm also growing chard and beets that I use the tops. And there's also some sorrel growing. I don't know if anybody's ever used sorrel, but it's a nice tangy kind of a lemony little flower, little leaf that is great in your juices. And also I'm growing tons of beets. I don't know if I said that already, but I got tons of beets growing over there that are got, all kinds of great healing properties, and I'll be sauteing those up with some snow peas that are growing over there, and some baby broccoli that's growing over there, and again some cauliflower that I got going over there. And also got a couple of orange trees that are producing quite a bit of fruit that I've been living off of the orange juice for quite some time. And now that it's come back into season, I'll be able to juice a lot of my famous Phil's fresh orange juice. So here's what I got going on. It's really not that much to look at. And as you can see down here, that I have been working on these for quite some time because they were as bushy as this. And so I've noticed that when I trim these down to where they're nothing, then these little babies sprout out really fast, and those are delicious in salads and all kinds of great things like that. So anyways, that's what I've going on here. You can see over here, but these guys are all dead. And then, if we look around, I could probably give you a little tour of what's going on here. Oh, and did I mention that today is January 1st, 2015? It's approximately just before noontime, so the sun's doing all kinds of crazy things. But if you see, I got red leaf romaine going in there. And then I got here a bunch of arugula, which is going to be great for my little salads. There's not a lot there, so they're, like I said, they're going to be little salads. Got to keep a cage over the top of these because my neighborhood squirrels have been digging through my soil to get all the grubs that are growing in here. So I see them. They always come out here, and you can see they love my little stools here. And you can see they pop their orange up here and just munch it down. So if all goes well, I might even be eating squirrel this year. But you see tons of navel oranges that are all ripe and juicy. My fig tree didn't do too well, even though there's some baby figs on it, but a lot of the leaves burned off from the frost. And here's all my kale. See, here's these big leaves dropping into my kale. Not my kale, my beets. This is just a test, so I'll redo all this when the sun goes down a little bit. But this box here I call a juice box. I'm going to put some sorrel over here next to our lovely American flag. Look at these orange peels from the squirrels. But here I got all my Swiss chard. Got plenty more kale coming up. Parsley, which of course has great healing properties. And here's my, I think it's called dinosaur or rhinoceros kale or some kind of kale. As you can see here, basil did not like the frost. But the spinach is going wild. It's even starting to bolt because it's, believe it or not, January 1st in sunny Southern California. And still have too much heat to grow cold weather plants. Here's some baby broccoli that'll be sauteed up. In here, if you look, we have a couple of cauliflowers. They're looking pretty good. I haven't seen any more. But if they're not going to grow, I'm yanking all this down. But I imagine I could probably juice some of this stuff. Parsley, like I said, tons of it. Tons of kales. And I had this crazy cucumber plant that just finally died, and it produced all the way through the middle of December. It was still producing cucumbers, and that's what I juiced all season. And you can see here we've got snow peas. I just like to pick these off and eat them right in the yard. But I use no fertilizer, no bug spray, no kind of pesticides. And it's all my own soil that I make up. And if I can get this thing back in here, there we have it. So that was a little tour of the garden, and I'll try and keep everybody updated. I'm going to try and do a video at least once a week. What I have planned is I'm going to do just the juice fast 6 days a week. On the 7th day, which would be I guess call it Saturday, I will allow myself between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. to eat whatever I want. So more than likely I'll make a big steak the size of a boogie board or something, and some big potatoes and a couple of glasses of wine and a nice fatty dessert. And come 10 o'clock, that's it, back on the juice. Starting Sunday mornings, back on the juice like it's nothing. Anyways, this is Filet, and this is my garden. Take care. Bye-bye.